is a really, really famous piece of music. Very well known all around the world, I think, and very often choreographed to music, and I think there's several really well-known ballets already on it, but I think it's important for any major company to have their own version of Bolero. It's such great music and really inspiring, and it lends itself really well to dance. When we started rehearsing Bolero, the way Krzysztof approached it and explained it to us, because there are so many versions of Bolero already out there, that he didn't want it to be too expected or like overdone or anything like that. So he didn't come in with any preconceived ideas about how we were going to make the ballet. He wanted to work with us one-on-one and just see how it developed without really telling us how it should be or this is the feeling or anything like that. He didn't want it to be expected because the music is small at the beginning and it builds and builds and builds until it's overpowering at the end, and he didn't want that to be the same with the dancers. So instead of having a few dancers on stage and building to the whole group, we start with the whole group on stage, and you know, we start it like that and unexpected, and Sasha and I are sort of in the middle of them, and then we emerge from the group. The music was actually inspired by machinery, but it has this very sort of carnal and sexual like connotations with it, which everybody sort of thinks of when they hear the music, and he didn't specifically want it to be sexual or anything like that, so he never mentioned that to us. It's just sort of something that developed when we were working the relationship between Sasha and myself, what came out of us. Today we did the first run-through with everybody, because usually Sasha and I rehearse by ourselves, and so it feels more just like a parada separately. So today we put it with the 14 men and the 14 women all together, and yeah, I think it's hard for me to tell because whenever I'm doing it, I'm in it, I'm dancing with Sasha, I'm looking at her, and I'm slightly aware of the people coming in and out of the background, but I think it's coming together really well, and I think that once we go to stage, it's gonna kick it up another level, and the costumes are really beautiful, and the set design is very cool, so it's definitely gonna step it up a notch when we start stage rehearsals and start performing. And I think it's hard with a piece like this, with such awesome music, not to get carried away with it and not to enjoy yourself when you're doing it, so hopefully that would come across to the audience when we're on stage performing.